So, welcome back to Mechanicus II on the Grim Darkness difficulty. We do have them missions. And I do wonder, like, is it worth it? Yeah, I think at least healing these guys would be worth it. Yeah, let's go with targets of opportunity and go for provocation. Although, first off, we should also pick up stuff. Yeah, rapid reanimation.
The Nevershah despised the usurpers of the Upatridae. She knew that to defy them now was to invite destruction. So she obeyed the decrees that issued from the royal court at the Sepulchre Regnant, even as she sought a way to bring the Upatridae to justice.
Nevershah. Our erstwhile Theron's plan for this war was an unwise one, as demonstrated by his failure at the human city. Now my generalship shall undo his tragic missteps. Lead an assault against a key point in the enemy's defenses. See that your actions are overt and threatening enough to provoke a response from these wretches.
It shall be done, Nemesaur. And the intent of this stratagem?
To create a battle in which I can truly observe how these Adeptus Mechanicus plan to defy my legions in the field. From this knowledge, I shall forge a strategy that cannot fail.
Heckenheim's plan would occupy time and warriors that Nevershah would rather employ in gainful operations, instead of catering to the Nemesaur's ego. But she could not yet speak openly against the Upatridae, and so led the Royal Guard to do his bidding.
Yep, so I'm going to bring all of them, except flayed ones, who I'm not too fond of flayed ones. But I guess we'll find out what we're dealing with. We can sacrifice. No, let's go with overflight.
The Upatridae jealously guarded the use of their aircraft, and no doom sites were rerouted to Nevershah's operation. The Vargard exhorted the Royal Guard to surge forward and overcome their setback.
Alright, so 3 battles right there that we can see.
Nevershah swiftly identified a suitable location among the defenses of the Skitari, as the invaders called their common soldiery. A bunker and firing emplacement served as the linchpin of their line, and an assault there would doubtlessly panic the enemy leadership into launching a counter-offensive.
We shall strike without subtlety or reserve. The enemy must know they are under threat.
Blades bared, Let me give rein to our hatred.
Maybe I should go full on aggressive mode. We'll find out. Let's deploy. Oh. One down.
I am the Wrath.
That was cute.
Scythe them down! I am the blade.
Alright, use precision. You guys are terrible. There we go.
We are at the threshold of the bunker. The invaders, for all their ignorance, build their dens sturdily enough. It matters not. The dynasty's might shall prevail.
A small unit of warriors crossed the open ground in front of the bunker and were met with a volley of fire from its guns. Thus, the defenders were unprepared for the main force focusing fire against the ports and doorways, blasting their way in with a torrent of gauss fire.
Such mindless aggression. These animals are easily provoked. No wonder the Eupatridae found the most suitable distraction for my Pharaon. The bunker is in our hands. Cryptek, what is the enemy response?
But little, my Vargard. The masters of these Skitari are more accepting of losses than we anticipated. Or, perhaps, their command structure is insufficient to respond adequately.
Even in their failings, these interlooping vandals find a way to inconvenience us. If multiple targets fall in succession, they will have no choice but to move against us. Find me such a target.
The human communications are relayed through an individual in a trench nearby, a leader among their breed. If losing a strong point will not rile them, perhaps the loss of a commander will.
It will suffice. Let us reach the target immediately and eliminate it.
Depends on what we're dealing with, though. Oh. Okay, so we have Ranger Alpha, Servitors.
Bring me the foe.
I don't think that would be such a great
Blades
idea, really.
bared. I obey. I am the blade.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a really bad idea. I basically locked myself into a location. Although I could possibly put the destroyer there and he would do quite well. No.
I ask only that the enemy is within my reach. Scythe them down!
Okay.
I obey.
Not as good as I would have wanted, to be honest with you.
Seeking the foe.
He's dead.
I am the blade. Blades bared.
I do want it to actually go down. Because that way it will heal. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but it... does work.
Scythe them down.
Nefashah's force stormed across the battlefield, even as scattered enemy units gathered in a futile attempt to oppose them.
The enemy know we are here. We must be selective in where we put our attention. In haste, we lose focus. I will not have my Royal Guard fight in the same ignorance as our foes.
The Royal Guard gathered in cover and noted the many avenues of approach surrounding the target, while damaged warriors were repaired by their living metal.
All right, you wanted a provocation, MSR? Here you go. You have it.
The Xenos approach!
Their actions are without reason and can be precipitated only by desperation. To arms, and drive them from the field!
Such base and benighted creatures. It is a mercy they do not understand the hopelessness of their fight. It is the only mercy they shall receive.
Blades bare, scythe them down!
Indeed. Well, this one isn't too terrible as a battle. Though I think I'm going to deploy him right there and get the Necron warrior. Let's go with an immortal, damn it. Alright. Boom. Did you like that? Okay. Oh, he's a tricky one. Alright, his armor is crushed.
Bring me the foe.
Why, thank you. He's gone.
Cryptic, what news?
The human communications are flooded with orders to converge on the wound you have cut into their lines. They rightly fear you will open a breach and pour through. Every available soldier is rushing for the site of your victory, Vargard.
Then we have delivered what Hekimhib demanded of us, and no more. Nemesor, you have your counterattack.
Excellent. Withdraw whatever remains of your own phalanx, and make way for my legions, Vargard. This will make for a most illuminating spectacle.
Victory.
I have collated and analyzed all available information regarding the human weapon on at Vargard. Though the computational systems of the Adeptus Mechanicus were bizarre in their crudity, I have succeeded in my task.
Good. Report your findings to myself and the Nihilarch. And let us hope, not least for your sake, that the tidings are to our benefit.
The Exterminatus is not a singular weapon, but an ill-defined array of planetary bombardments. Moreover, commanding such a sanction is reserved for the highest human authorities. The Adeptus Mechanicus on Kivrov have no such mandate. much less possession of suitable ordnance.
So the humans have the means to scour a planet of life, but keep it locked behind an arcane web of laws and obligations, where it might as well not exist. A pathetic failing, and one reminiscent of the least effective pharaons of our own kind. All power comes with obligation, Nyalak. If even these borderline sapients can grasp that concept, you should as well. I can see beyond the current war, Vargard. Ours is a greater calling than simply changing the names on a star map. In time, you will see these dynastic codes for the shackles they are.
Your provocation of the human military has exposed the disgraceful degradation of our own legion's capabilities. Until the systems of Kivroth awaken fully, we shall be burdened with substandard servants and flawed protocols. One unit of warriors displayed such insufficient prowess that I have decided they are to be removed from our ranks.
You require this unit executed, Nemesaur.
These thralls are still Necrons under the command of your Nemesaur, Vargard. Unworthy they may be, but for them to die, unarmed and passive, would be an insult to my station. No, you are to engage them in combat.
Some might describe such a spectacle as an extravagant misuse of the Royal Guard.
Courtly gossip is not of my concern. For the Royal Guard to destroy these warriors in open combat will demonstrate the need for our more complacent nobles to improve their performance and show my absolute authority as Nemesaur.
Well. Won't that be a fight? We gotta decide how we're going to approach this one, though. I mean, he has a lot of forces as is. We can get on a destroyer, though. But yeah, that's a decision for later, I think. If the damage exceeds the remaining HP of targets. Oh, that would be pretty damn important, honestly. Do I want to use him, though? Is the real question. Or do I want to use him? I guess it depends on the kind of enemies we have. But yeah, I think I will eventually get to using him in combat too. Technomancer. I mean, we can always change this around. By having the... Oh. Yeah, we can increase the skirmish deployments. Let's go with the Psychomancer, why not? I mean, he unfortunately does need time to recover, and I'm not willing to spend... This guy might be the best option. Yeah, definitely. Oh. That would take a long time, so we gotta decide how we're going to approach these kind of missions. I think I want to tackle these kind, like I want to tackle steel on steel, skin and bones. So yeah, skin and bones is going to be the last one I do. Costine signing.